Well, you don't have to keep it alive anymore.
bench do the dribble pass thing.
Yeah. Same boat.
Well, there was one kid that was like.
We're probably gonna do the anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our men's competition for third place in the tournament. As the Mingo Valley Eagles take on the Union Christian Eagles, let's make some noise for your team. We'll go ahead and call the starters for Mingo Valley. Number 1, Isaiah McLemore. Number 2, Ethan Harris. Number 12, Kevin Hitchcock. Number 22, Nathan Bennett. And number 20, Matthew Clare.
So you may note there with the Mingo Valley starters that Harrison Chatham and Tyler Neal are both missing this evening.
Number 3, Judd Black. Number 11, David Curtis. Number 10, Peyton Geddes. Number 1, Aiden Parker. And number 14, Luke Sher.
I'd like to welcome you in this evening for this third place game to be played between Mingo Valley and Union Christian Academy.
Are you ready? Come on, baby, are you ready? It's game time.
Mingo Valley comes in with a record of 10-8, coached by Will Bryson, and Union Christian reports a record of 10-13. They are coached by Ben Schur. Ethan Arrett comes down with the opening tip for Mingo Valley. And now Matthew Clary finds McLemore at the top of the key. He shoots for 3. And that's a nice start for Mingo Valley. 10 seconds gone and 3 points on the board. Union Christian quickly, though, back up the court. And they've got some zip in this first half-court possession. Number 3, Judah Bryce penetrates. He tries to hook it in. It deflected off Gunnar Hitchcock. But number 14, Luke Schur, no doubt the coach's progeny, evens the game at 3 for UCA. McLemore going for his second 3. That one's no good. He drives and draws a foul on Dylan Curtis. Nope, pardon me, on Caden Geddes. McLemore will step to the line for 2 foul shots. Mingo is without 2 starters and a further 2 rotation players this evening, as Harrison Chatham and Trey Nino are both ill. Matthew Clary is playing through an illness tonight. Hobbs Lambert continues to miss time with a broken finger, and Tyler Neal is out of town with a family matter. So Mingo, down 4 rotation players, is going to have to dig deep in this one. But they performed well yesterday. They were competitive in a loss against Lakewood Christian, getting, plugging the holes with key contributions from Arendt, and now tonight Nathan Bennett getting the start. Union Christian evens the game at 5. Hitchcock attacks baseline. He goes high and draws a second foul on Geddes. We'll see if he's nailed to the bench for a time. Oh, pardon me. That was on Luke Schur, not Geddes. hope you'll pardon my misattribution. Hitchcock, after converting the second, bounces after converting the first, bounces the second out. Aiden Parker bringing the ball up for UCA. He calls out the play call and dribbling against Bennett on the wing. He passes to Geddes, who turns over his shoulder, and a nice-looking baby hook there. McLemore on the wing, dribbling through Dylan Curtis. Now he finds Bennett, gets it back, and he isolates. He steps back for three, and he gets a lot of air there. Parker on the wing attacks Bennett, who recovers well. Out to Geddes for three, and that's down. A three-pointer for Caden Geddes. McLemore dribbling right. Hands off to Arent. Arent back to McLemore. McLemore drives, spins. And a tie-up. The brevity of that tie-up makes me think of Zeno's arrow, so go look that up. But Luke Schur gains possession for UCA. Parker pushes off against Bennett, but Karma delivers a turnover to Mingo Valley. But now Geddes is smothered by Hitchcock. At the summit, he takes that one away. And Geddes will go hungry today as Hitchcock stole his lunch money. McLemore on the wing finds Bennett. Clary at the foul line finds Arent. McLemore holds the ball, looks to isolate, finds Clary on the wing. McLemore drives. He has a certain impatient air about him in this first quarter as he pulls up from three and it rims out. Mingo is not doing a good job of swinging the ball from side to side and it has forced no cracks in the UCI defense so far. They're putting their heads down and driving, which is working some of the time, but not all the time. Number 11, Dylan Curtis's three just rims out, and Hitchcock bringing the ball up finds McLemore. Arent is open in the corner, but McLemore looks him off to shoot his own runner. McLemore on the offensive rebound is blocked by Schur. Schur now on the wing against McLemore. He sidesteps for three. That one bounces out. A nice physical rebound by Arent. Schur attempts to gaslight the referee into calling a travel, but is instead awarded the foul, which he earned. Hitchcock on the left wing dribbles against Judah Bice, Arent wide open for three in the corner, and he sinks that one. And the ball movement pays off for Mingo as they reject the temptation to isolate and instead share the ball. Arent is bypassed by Bice and his floater drops. McLemore bringing the ball up for Mingo Valley. A ball screen from Hitchcock. McLemore gets in the middle and he's blocked again by Schur, who loses the ball, and now Arent weaving through defenders. Clary uses his body to shield the defense of Bice, and Clary converts the bucket. Back and forth we go. Parker up top against Bennett. And now Curtis launches a long one. It's too strong. Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here. And Geddes with the hoop and the harm as Bennett picks up the shooting foul. 2:20 remaining in this first quarter. And Geddes has the opportunity to extend UCA's lead to 5 points. Pardon me, 4 points. And that opportunity is wasted as Mingo stays within a single possession. McLemore on the left wing, dribbling against Bice. Bennett on the wing. Now Hitchcock attacks Curtis. And a reach-in foul is called. That one is on Curtis. And the next team foul on UCA will result in foul shots for Mingo. Arendt gives the ball to Hitchcock, who drives on the catch. Pulls it back out. His split-second decision almost finds Clary open for three, but instead is intercepted. And now Geddes is fouled attacking the basket. And that one's on Bennett, his second. A substitution for UCA as Zach Neba enters the game. Judah Bice in the backcourt apparently is plagued with a bout of tuberculosis. Hitchcock inbounds to McLemore. Mingo in a 4-point hole here with $1:45 remaining, and Levin Cornwell steps to the scorer's table. Hitchcock on the floater. It just nips the rim, and an ambitious outlet pass lands out of bounds. That one from Luke Schur. He attempted to assist first base from left field, and the ball went in the dugout. McLemore bringing the ball up on the right side. Against pressure from Curtis. And now Clary, a deep three off the front of the rim. Aaron on the offensive rebound. Finds Hitchcock, a nice leading pass, and Hitchcock's left-handed layup falls. 70 seconds left now, and Bice bringing the ball up for UCA. This game very much up for grabs at this point. Neba dribbles against, I believe it was Cornwell. And the referee holds up a fist indicating that Cornwell is the offender on that foul. The inbounds misses the lob target, but Geddes intrepidly shoots the open three. He's fouled on the layup attempt. Hitchcock had murder on the mind once again, but that time does not come up with the shot block. That's the first for Gunnar Hitchcock. And Geddes steps to the line for two. His first is in. A smooth stroke. And the second one's in. The UCA girls team is doing organized cheers across the way, which the UCA boys team also did yesterday. It makes me wonder if they have some sort of Texas A&M-like training, indoctrination, whatever you want to call it, because they all seem to do it. No doubt a very insular community over there. Hitchcock bids for the steal, but does not get it. Bice feeds Geddes down low, who flexes after converting the bucket. 20 seconds left now, and Mingo down 4. Hitchcock taking his time. And now McLemore bringing the ball up. 12 seconds as he crosses the timeline. And with 5 seconds left, he goes. He takes the 35-footer. Ill-advised. Aaron's putback attempt is too long. And with the first period now at a close, Mingo is in a 4-point hole. frankly, fairly dysfunctional offense in that period. McLemore bringing the ball up from Mingo Valley, uses a Clary ball screen, finds Hitchcock. Hitchcock dribbling right. Finds Clary. Hitchcock contemplates an attack, thinks differently. Finds McLemore. McLemore pulls up for three, and that one's in. Bice on the wing. Luke Schur with the no-look pass, but perhaps he should have looked because no one was there. And Mingo will retake possession with an opportunity to take the lead here. I have a correction to make. The player I previously described as Judah Bice is in fact Judd Bice. And I'm informed that he does not have tuberculosis. Hitchcock on the wing. Finds Caden Keeney now into the game. Keeney now sets a ball screen for Hitchcock. Goes unused. Clary with a back first drive. He's open in the corner. Hitchcock dishes to Keeney, and Keeney is stuffed by Schur. Schur's outlet pass is too far and is collected by Aaron. Aaron ahead to Clary, who looks at the three, does not take it. He finds Aaron. Aaron, with a series of crossover dribbles, finds Hitchcock. Hitchcock's hesitation leads to a runner, and he draws a shooting foul on Judd Bice. Hitchcock's first shot is up and in, evening the score at 19. And his second shot gives Mingo Valley the slimmest of leads. Aiden Parker bringing the ball up now for Union Christian. Geddes at the top of the key. Finds Parker. Back to Geddes. And nice touch on that little foul line push shot. Puts me in mind of Steven Adams from a few years ago. McLemore on the turnaround is too strong. The rebound is collected by Bice. Parker weaves through the defense there, but his layup's no good. Now Hitchcock in transition goes for the dunk, but a little too zealous there. And now Parker's shot is also no good. Neba with a nice touch pass to Bice, who drives and feeds Neba. His shot is rejected by McLemore. And now Parker finds Geddes in the short corner. Geddes to Neba. Neba back to Geddes, who steps back and drains the corner three. Geddes examining the supernatural properties of his hand on the way down the court. Hitchcock bounces one off the backboard. It circles the rim before ending up in the hands of Aiden Parker. And now Bice on the wing is fouled by Arendt, but no call. Parker on the rebound, and he draws the shooting foul on McLemore, I presume. It is indeed McLemore. Parker to the foul line. His first shot bounces out. Dylan Curtis re-entering the game, replacing Zach Neba. Parker, his second shot is up. Bounces off front iron. Hitchcock comes away with the rebound. Feeds Clary, who finds McLemore in the corner. McLemore double teamed. He drives baseline. Pump fakes. Does not find a window, but finds Arendt instead. Arendt drives. Finds Hitchcock. Hitchcock now drives. He avoids the shot blocker. On the first shot, that is. His second shot is erased. He kicks to Arendt, wide open for the wing three, and that's good. Another three-pointer for Ethan Arendt. Draws Mingo to within a point. Hitchcock had ambitions on a steal there, but he's able to recover just in time, and McLemore collects the list for Mingo. Hitchcock with the ball at the top of the key. Scoops to McLemore. Hitchcock on the wing. Finds Arendt. And now McLemore receives an Arendt ball screen. His mid-ranger is too strong. Nice contest there from UCA. And now Bice attacks in transition and draws the shooting foul. Caden Keeney with the foul. Judd Bice misses his first. His second shot, also a miss. Clary on the rebound, and he's tied up, in the opinion of the referee, by Luke Schur. .329 remaining in this first half. And this one's been competitive. Some real athleticism on display in this game, with Geddes, Schur, Hitchcock, and McLemore all making bids for their highlight tapes. Judd Bice finds Dylan Curtis open for three, and he passes to Curtis again. Curtis unable to pay off these assist opportunities for Bice, but he will take a trip to the line as he's fouled by Gunnar Hitchcock. And Curtis is down. He seems to be in pain here. And head coach Ben Schur trots out to take a look. Curtis is definitely struggling over there. Curtis has drawn the attention of women's coach Brittany Lee, who seems to run for, I believe, a first aid bag. Curtis is walking off the floor with some assistance from his coach. Curtis's contact was a casualty on the play. And he takes a seat. Our best wishes to Dylan Curtis, hoping that he's all right after taking quite a spill there. Neba's first foul shot is no good. Second one is up and in. Hitchcock giving the ball to McLemore, who dribbles against Schur. Arrett on the wing finds Cleary in the corner. Arrett now back to McLemore. A horns look for Minga Valley, and now Keeney comes out of it to set a ball screen for McLemore. McLemore attacks. He gets Schur to fly by, creating enough room for the jumper, which just rims out. Keeney's tip-in attempt is no good. Geddes at the foul line feeds Schur. A nice high-low connection between the two of them. And Schur throws it off Minga Valley and will reset. 2:39 left here in the half. Bice to inbound. Finds Parker in the corner. He lets loose for three. And it's down. So Bice is finally able to find a teammate to pay off his assist. McLemore against a forest there. A couple of redwoods on either side of him in the form of Geddes and Schur. Hitchcock finds McLemore. 2:15 left now. McLemore receives a ball screen from Keeney. He drives, and now he draws a shooting foul on Caden Geddes. His second, I believe. McLemore dips and shoots. And gets that one to fall. A timeout for head coach Ben Schur to advise his troops on how to approach the remaining 2 minutes and 12 seconds. McLemore's second shot is good. Bice. Pump fakes. Finds Schur. Schur to Geddes. Neba on the nice baseline cut. Great ball movement here for UCA. And Parker puts it back up and in. Hitchcock dribbling, finds Clary. McLemore drives, finds Aaron open for three. He passes up the pretty good shot opportunity, and Clary shoots off the bounce. And he rocks that one in. Mingo within two now, 90 seconds remaining. Aaron guarding the ball. Bice finds Schur open for three. That one just rims out. A good look. McLemore pushing now against Schur. He explodes left. Comes back right. He's unable to get the arc required to get that one to fall. Bice dribbles past Aaron. Lobs for Neba. Neba the hoop and the harm. And I believe that's the third foul on Gunnar Hitchcock. It is indeed. So let's see if Coach Bryson assigns Hitchcock to the bench for the remainder of the half. Here comes Nathan Bennett. Neba's shot is good. And Hitchcock indeed will sit. McLemore bringing the ball up. 50 ticks remaining. He finds Aaron on the weave. Aaron to Bennett, just in the game. Dribbles against Neba. McLemore toes the corner. Dribbles right. Feeds Aaron open for three. And Aaron's hot shooting is really helping out Mingo Valley so far. Doing quite a bit to buoy them in this half as they remain within a bucket. That's what Mingo needs to do. They need to penetrate and kick rather than penetrate and shoot contested mid-range jumpers. Neba wide open on the baseline but blows the bunny. Caden Keeney involved in the scrum. Secures possession for Mingo Valley with 9 seconds remaining. Keeney, not necessarily the smoothest of ball handlers or most prolific of scorers, but he will hustle and get rebounds and loose balls. McLemore feeds Aaron. His buzzer-beating shot is off the corner of the rim. And Mingo will enter the half down 2. A well-played half on both sides there. And stay strapped in, folks, because this is a good one. Hitchcock's 3 fouls will be a concern for Mingo Valley. And he'll have to not pursue those shot blocks quite so aggressively if he wants to remain in the game for the entire remaining 16 minutes of play. And Mingo needs him out there for ball handling purposes and playmaking purposes. Other than that, no significant foul concerns really for either team. But Mingo will need to see what they can do to disrupt the ball movement that UCA has shown an adeptness for, as they've had several impressive sequences of high-low passing, entering the ball into the high post, and then immediately hitting the baseline cutter. Several well-practiced actions being exemplified by UCA in that half. And Mingo will need to see both ball and man and make sure they're in good position and see if they can disrupt some of those sequences. The second half will resume in about 9 minutes, and I'll be back with you at that time. Play resumes here with Schur dribbling the ball off of McLemore. But UCA miraculously retains possession. Clary with the physical contest there, but escapes a foul call, much to Coach Schur's chagrin. Hitchcock gets halfway through a spin and finds Clary for three. A good look, but it rims out. Judd Bice initiates the attack, and now Parker dribbles left. He finds Bice open for three. The shot does not fall. Hitchcock is unable to wrangle that one for Mingo, and UCA will retain possession. Bice feeds Schur, and Schur onto Curtis. Good to see Curtis back in the game after he endured some pain at the end of the second quarter. But it appears he's all right. A quick recovery for Curtis. Keedy comes in to replace Hitchcock. A minute gone now, and Mingo's still down two. A lob for sure, but it doesn't fall. Geddes at the top of the foul line. That's his office. That one's too strong. Sure fades away. And that's a bucket for sure. Bennett collects the inbounds pass from McLemore and pays it back. McLemore crossing the foul line now. Dribbles through the defense, only to be rejected by Geddes. Geddes with the Mutombo finger wag as he trots down the court. But McLemore can now wag his own finger if he wishes because he steals the ball from Geddes. Clary driving against Bice. And we have a foul. I would argue for a goaltend also. That is the second foul on Judd Bice. Clary's second foul shot is up and rims out. Rebound to Bice. Bice in the corner, looks at the three. Instead feeds Geddes down low. Just rims out. A nice quick drop step there from Geddes. My advice to all big men, if you have a size mismatch and you get the ball in the post, a move to the basket is generally better than a move away from the basket, and a drop step takes you away from any potential help. So Geddes follows what my prescription would be there, and it results in a good shot opportunity and two foul shots. McLemore bringing the ball up on the right wing for Mingo. Keeney cuts through at McLemore's direction. Clary drives right. He spins, feeds Keeney. Keeney with the ball fake. Bennett feeds Keeney. Keeney to the long three for McLemore, and that one's down. Three-pointers are the rope that Mingo is using to hold on in this one. Curtis in the corner. Looks for sure, but it bounces off his fingertips. A bit too much mustard on that one. McLemore dribbling on the left side against Schur. Finds Clary. McLemore wants to try it again. Steps over a Clary ball screen, and a second. Now is guarded by Curtis. Finds Clary open for three. Boom, says Coach Bryson as Clary drains the wing three off the feed from Isaiah McLemore. And now Mingo takes a 1-point lead. Scher's response bounces off. And now Mingo with gathering momentum. McLemore isolates, and his shot is partially blocked by Scher, who now attacks Clary in transition. The Euro step. A push-off, a clear push-off by Scher, but Clary has the culpability for the foul transferred to him by that push-off, apparently. Only his first, but that is a costly foul. A violation has been assessed as Caden Geddes was out of position for that free throw. The referees are congressing to discuss the implications of the free throw violation, and the PA announcer seeks clarity from them. So the lane violation was assessed to number 14, Luke Scher. Which erases the foul shot. And now Mingo will get possession. And a common understanding on the situation is spreading from mouth to mouth. McLemore on the right side, isolating against Scher. A crossover does not result in an advantage. McLemore whittles his way into the paint, scores on the fadeaway, draws the foul on Scher. His second, and McLemore has words after the play. His foul shot is up and in, the traditional three-point play. For our younger viewers, the phrase traditional three-point play exists because several, a block from Ethan Arrett. They might need to replace the ball after that one. As Arrett stamped that. Scher fades away over a good contest from Mingo, and McLemore comes away with the ball. Hits ahead to Arrett ahead of the play. He finds Clary. Arrett open for three. Sidesteps. Clary now with the deep look off the front rim. Keeney spikes it, and now Bennett pilfers the ball from Scher, and he's down, grasping at his midsection. The officials stop play. Scher appears to have injured his wrist, perhaps, his left hand, and he's heading straight for the locker room. Coach Bryson and one of the officials are disputing the wisdom of stopping play in that instance, as Mingo was in an advantage position. McLemore sinks the fadeaway, and Mingo's lead is now 4. 3:15 remaining here. Bice penetrates, fumbles the ball off Keeney, but Geddes is fired up as he puts that ball back up and in. Geddes' and one is up and in. Clary feeding McLemore, who dribbles up against Curtis. He has an opportunity to isolate here if he wishes. Curtis still guarding McLemore. And McLemore should have had Bennett cut through so he could have had the side to himself. Bennett feeds McLemore in the post. McLemore's shot is too long. And Bice attacking the basket. Aaron with an ineffectual contest. The ball rims out again. And on the loose ball, a foul is called against Neba. McLemore bringing the ball up. Clary has good post position here. He spins, drives baseline, and it was like Neba wasn't even there. Clary using his frame well, and Neba was unable to deter him. The ball's dead and it's trapped, but Parker gets out of it. Bice now feeding Parker on the wing. He sinks the three, and now we have a tie ball game. McLemore up top, defended by Curtis. He isolates, Curtis bumps him. And McLemore has got a fire in him tonight. Hitchcock stepping to the scorer's table, and he'll return to the game in the next dead ball. Parker yelling at his teammates, seeking aid. The pass to Geddes is contested by Bennett, who in so doing earns his third foul. And Geddes, with UCA in the bonus now, will visit the charity stripe. And Luke Schur has returned from the locker room. Apparently, his hand is feeling better. He is now returning to the game, which is a good sign if you're a UCA fan. Neba sits, as does Keeney. Geddes, the shot is up. And it's in. Even Steven, 47-47. $1:15 left in the third. McLemore bringing the ball up. Clary offers a ball screen. Curtis navigates it. Clary with the jab step, the ball fake, the fadeaway, and a foul on Geddes. And Clary strolls to the charity stripe. Geddes with his third foul. Clary's second shot is up. Bounces out. UCA back at full strength. Bice on the wing. Spins and drives on Errant. Finds Schur. And now Curtis penetrates. Finds Parker. And Parker's shot is good. Hitchcock drives on Curtis, backs down, backs down, backs down. Bennett with the three. Nothing but air. Parker now pushing. Hitchcock trailing the play. Arent gets all ball, but he was levitating at the time, which the referee interpreted as not a legal guarding position. It did appear to me that Arent got all ball. However, his body obstructed the referee's view. Parker, his first foul shot is in. .8 left here as Parker's second shot also is in. Arent inbounds the ball while licking his wounds from that foul call. McLemore looking for Clary. And Parker forced a not ideal position from Clary. He forced him out of the paint. And Bennett seemed determined to pick up his fourth foul there as he goes through the UCA player in pursuit of the ball. A reckless foul by Bennett. His fourth. With 4 rotation players out of the picture tonight, Mingo can ill afford Bennett to be nailed to the bench for the remainder of the game. Keeney touches the table and will replace Bennett for the remaining 5.7 seconds of this one. We'll see if Keeney can use this opportunity to collect a rebound in the event of a sure miss, which is, of course, an uncertain affair. Sure sinks it, in fact. And now McLemore blazing up the court, past Parker. He spins. His half hook is too short. And we will enter the fourth with UCA in the lead by a nickel. At the top of the fourth, Hitchcock is back on the floor for Mingo Valley with 4 fouls. Some sort of something was just called by the official. Oh, the fouls need to be reset on the scoreboard. Thank you to my production assistant, Colin. Hitchcock feeds Clary. Clary for 3. He bombs away, but bombs out. McLemore carves out space and deposits the bucket, banking it in. Parker bringing the ball on the wing, confronted by Arent and Hitchcock. And now Geddes against Keeney finds Sure. Parker with the ball fake, a number of ball fakes. and relents to Bice. Bice picks up the ball but is unpressured by Mingo Valley, and now Curtis for three. The ball balls off a series of hands, and now Hitchcock bringing the ball up against pressure from Schur. McLemore on the wing now. Clary tries to post up, but Parker fights him. Hitchcock. And that is basket interference. The bucket counts. An unnecessary and costly grasp of the rim by UCA. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Parker feeds Schur on the wing. Geddes drives against Keeney. Stout defense from Keeney there. Schur with the offensive rebound. And we have a foul on Keeney. His second. Clary was litigating for a tie-up. A foul on the way up. Schur was stuffed by the rim, but he will visit the foul line. Another foul on Keeney. He's piling them up at an astounding rate. Bennett vandalizes the scores table as he enters the game. Schur's shot is up and through. Both Hitchcock and Bennett are lurking at the door of disqualification with 4 fouls apiece. McLemore drives a nice up and under, and McLemore taunts the twin towers of Geddes and Schur as he runs back on defense. Geddes and Schur are perhaps affected by his taunts as they fail to connect there. Jump ball is the call, and the lob predicted by Coach Bryson, but his prophecy goes unheeded by the Mingo defense as UCA scores. McLemore on the right side, shadowed by Schur. McLemore's shot bounces out. Parker bringing the ball up. And now Geddes with the foul line jumper. He knocks that one down. A high degree of difficulty on that shot. McLemore on the right wing. Feeds Clary. Clary with the turnaround. Oh, an obvious goaltend. Once again, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And a goaltend straight out of the Dwight Howard school of gratuitous spikes. Parker crosses the timeline, confronted by Arendt and Bennett. Mingo likes to feint that trap without bringing it, which tends to confuse ball handlers. Bennett forces the turnover, deflecting the ball off Bice. He walks the line between aggression and disqualification. McLemore isolating. And we have a foul off the ball assessed to Aiden Parker. Clary to inbound. Finds Hitchcock at the top. He foregoes the three-point opportunity. Drives instead. The ball touched every part of the rim, but no part of the net. The ball finds its way to Bice, open for three. It's off the side iron. Curtis saves the ball, and it is collected by Schur. Curtis has his shot blocked by Gunnar Hitchcock. And now Schur with the foul line jumper. Just bounces out, and McLemore snatches it out of the air. He comes up on the left side. He hesitates, drives on Schur, tries a scoop, and collects the foul. Luke Schur with 3 fouls, 4:08 to go here in the fourth, as McLemore steps to the line. His first shot is in, as Geddes and Schur console one another. McLemore's second shot also in. And the gap shrinks to 1 once again. An up and down game here. Mingo never going away. UCA never distancing themselves. One gets the sense that the result of this game has perhaps personal stakes to some of the players who have displayed the most energy and have had the most words for their opponents. A lot of impressive shot making on display also, as these teams grind against each other. To revisit an earlier point which I was unable to complete, the phrase the traditional three-point play is rooted in the fact that, of course, there used to be no three-point shot. And for our younger viewers, the three-point shot was not fully adopted across basketball until as late as 1986, when I believe the ACC or the Big East finally adopted it, making it universal across college basketball. Always an anachronism that blows my mind, the extremely late adoption of the three-point line. McLemore dribbling the ball, finds Clary. Clary drives baseline. He spins, skips it to Bennett. Bennett to Arrett, and now McLemore up top. A long three off the front of the rim. Parker attacks Clary. And the putback is up and in from Geddes. A feather-like touch on that foul. But Geddes pays it off all the same. McLemore drives and is fouled. That's the fourth on Schur. McLemore is unable to capitalize on those foul shots. And Schur feeds a wide open Curtis. His shot is so long it turns into a lob, but Schur is unable to pay it off. Bennett nearly turns the ball over. And Hitchcock collects it from Mingo Valley. Arrant doesn't see anything he likes. And Hitchcock now dribbles on Curtis. Skips it back out for Arrant. McLemore will settle things down for Mingo. He isolates against Schur. The spin move. The fadeaway is too long. And that finger wag from Geddes was directed specifically at McLemore, which is an act worthy of a technical foul according to the rules. Schur with the dunk on the putback as UCA's lead expands to 6. 2:25 remaining in the game here. Arrant feeds Bennett, who confidently splashes the corner three. Mingo needed that one. And Bennett doing his job, shooting the three on the catch without hesitation. Starring in his role as any coach would wish. Curtis feeds Geddes, who steps back from three over a contest from Bennett. It just pops out. And McLemore bringing the ball up from Mingo Valley as they seek to trim the lead to 0 or 1. Curtis forces that one. And the ball caroms off of the hands of Hitchcock. 100 seconds left in this one. Parker bringing the ball up, confronted by Aaron in the backcourt. Bice pump fakes Bennett out of his shoes. And now Bice for three, tumbles out, and Mingo stays alive. McLemore up top. Receives a play call from Coach Bryson. The ball screen is rejected. McLemore, a lot of contact, but no whistle. And a foul in the backcourt by Arrant. Coach Bryson complaining about the lack of a foul call there, and I would have to take his side on that one. Bice. Again, Bennett goes for the pump fake unnecessarily. Schur up top. And Hitchcock in those passing lanes, and here comes the boom for Hitchcock. A slam dunk. 1 point left. And Bennett apparently is unable to handle being on the floor for this one as he seizes the opportunity for his fifth foul. And Cornwell will rejoin the game. A good game for Ethan Bennett. He may not have stuffed the stat sheet, but he did his job. Parker's first shot does not fall. Only one player in rebounding position for UCA. But there is no rebound to be collected as the second shot goes through. The margin now is 2 as we tick under 30 seconds. McLemore kicks to Cornwell, open for three, and he's fouled! The Mighty Might will step to the foul line with an opportunity to give Mingo Valley the lead. And Coach Schur for UCA will call a timeout. A nice find by McLemore. Once again, penetrating and kicking out. UCA has been converging on his drives throughout the night. And whenever he is able to kick it out, he's able to find open shooters. That time, the open shooter was Cornwell, just fresh into the game. Cornwell is a good shooter, but the height differential in these varsity games does make it a little challenging for him to get off good looks. But that time, the UCA closeout was a little out of control, and Cornwell now has the opportunity to take on the mantle of heroism with these 3 foul shots. Cornwell's first shot, disappointingly, does not go in. But he can still tie the game if he sinks these remaining 2. The first one is in. No jinx intended, of course. And now the lead is only 1 as the gym hushes. The second shot is in! And a timeout from Coach Bryson. The clock shows 22 seconds left. And Mingo will prepare their defense for a final shot, presumably.
This isn't real. Straight out of a movie.
If UCA is smart, they'll hold the ball for a last shot and not allow Mingo an opportunity. But let's see if Mingo can hold the line and force overtime. Hitchcock with 4 fouls, Keeney with 3, McLemore and Arrett both with 2, Cornwell and Clary with 1. For UCA, Luke Schur has 4 fouls and Caden Geddes has 3. Parker and Bice have 2, Curtis and Neba have 1. With the next foul, Mingo will be in the bonus, so we will of course be shooting fouls the remainder of the game, but with 22 seconds, that's nearly irrelevant. The energy is palpable in the air as Schur looks to inbound. And the ball is stolen by Cornwell. McLemore on the wing. 17 seconds remaining. McLemore will no doubt want to take this shot himself as Mingo has an opportunity to come away with a win in regulation. He's guarded by Schur. 7 seconds left now. McLemore crosses over. Dribbles left. Picks up the ball. Finds Clary. Open for 3. He nails it! It's a win for Mingo Valley! Clary walks it off for Mingo! And the crowd goes wild! Oh my gosh! What a game! UCA is stunned. They are stunned. No organized cheer for UCA today as Mingo walks off with a 68-65 win. What a clutch shot from Matthew Clary. Woo! Wow. And with that shot, Clary gives Mingo 3rd place in this tournament. Mingo, short-handed, relying on players who would usually never see the floor. 4 rotation players out and a starter playing through an illness. They gutted their way to victory there with key shooting from Clary and and shot making from McLemore. Defense up and down the roster. Everyone chipped into that one. What a game. It's been a genuine treat being with you this evening. Thank you for tuning in for Mingo's victory over Union Christian as they come away with 3rd place in the Mingo Invitational Tournament. I have been Paul Watson, and I wish you all warmth on this chilly evening. And I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. We won! We won!